People in Obanla say Mama Titi's food carried a smell strong enough to wake a sleeping corpse. Not everyone believed it, but those who passed her stall at night, those who heard the strange sounds from her kitchen, those who saw shadows bending where no person stood, they never forgot what they smelled. But before that smell took over the village, before the fear, before the whispers, it all started long before anyone knew what Mama Titi would become. Mama Titi's life began quietly in the soft corners of Obanla Market, a place full of noise and laughter except around her stall. Her food never sold, her pot never emptied, her smile never lasted. Every morning she opened her stall with hope. Every evening she closed it with shame. People walked past her like she didn't exist. Her food was clean. Her hands were steady. But luck refused to follow her. Children preferred other stalls. Women complained her food tasted too plain. Some said her pot carried bad fortune, even though no one knew why. Her children grew lean. Her savings disappeared. And slowly, Mama Titi began to feel like life was pressing her into a corner with no door. Then small, strange things started to happen. One night she heard a sharp whistle behind her stall, not like a human whistle, but thin and cold, like air passing through teeth that weren't there. Another morning, she saw a dark silhouette standing beside her pot before sunrise, tall, still, faceless. When she blinked, it was gone, but the ground where it stood was strangely wet. Sometimes she felt someone watching her, even when the market was empty. Sometimes she caught a faint smell, sweet, unfamiliar, drifting around her stall, but coming from nowhere she could find. People in the market whispered about an herbalist named Baba Kofi, a man who lived deep near the forest, a man said to fix destinies that refused to rise, a man whose help always came at a cost no one talked about openly. Mama Titi didn't plan to go. But hunger is a strong voice, and desperation is even louder. The day the idea first entered her mind, the wind blew through her stall like something unseen had finally found her. She felt it, a pulling, a calling, a quiet invitation to a path she didn't fully understand yet. A path that would soon swallow her whole. A path Obanla Village would come to fear. A path that had already begun following her, even before she stepped on it. For now, the shadows only watched. For now, the night only waited. But the real story, the one that made people whisper her name in fear, was only beginning. Mama Titi tried to push the thoughts away, but the next morning made it impossible. When she reached her stall, the smell was stronger than ever, sweet, heavy, clinging to the air like something alive. It wrapped around her, forcing her to stop walking. The whole market was empty, but her stall looked, watched. She set down her pot, trying to act normal. But every time she turned her back, she felt the same pressure behind her, as if someone tall was standing too close. When she spun around, nothing. Only shadows on the dusty ground. Only silence that felt too full. A few early traders passed by, glancing at her with confused expressions. "Who cooked here this early?" one woman asked. "No one," Mama Titi whispered. But the smell said otherwise. She stayed only 1 hour before packing up her things and heading home. Fear walked behind her the whole way, matching her footsteps. Even her children noticed she was shaking when she entered the house. "Mama, are you okay?" She forced a smile. "I'm fine, my dear." But she wasn't fine. The smell had followed her again, quietly, like a shadow clinging to her clothes. That night, sleep refused to come. She lay awake listening to the crickets outside, the soft breathing of her children, the rustling of leaves, and then something else. A faint whistle. Thin, cold, moving along the wall of her house. She held her breath. The whistle slid toward her window and stopped right outside. Her skin prickled. Her heart thudded painfully. She didn't dare move. After a long moment, the whistle faded, drifting away like it had finished checking on her. Mama Titi sat up trembling. She couldn't keep pretending nothing was happening. The strange smell, the shadow, the whistles, the footsteps that appeared behind her stall, but never in front. Everything was pointing her toward something. Or someone. She remembered the whispers about Baba Kofi, the herbalist whose name people mentioned only in quiet tones. The man whose charms never failed, but never came without a price. For weeks she had tried to avoid thinking about him. But desperation was tightening around her like a rope. Her food still wasn't selling. Her children still grew leaner. And whatever was watching her in the market was getting closer every day. By the fourth night, when she heard the whistle again, this time softer, almost patient, Mama Titi knew she couldn't run anymore. Fear pushed her. Hunger pushed her. Fate pushed her. Before dawn, she wrapped her shawl around her shoulders and stepped outside. She didn't know if she was walking toward answers or danger. She only knew she had to move. The forest path waited at the edge of the village. Dark, quiet, breathing slightly, like something inside was aware she was coming. Mama Titi took her first step toward it slowly, like she was stepping into another world. The shadows deepened. The air thickened. The smell she'd been sensing all week drifted ahead of her, leading the way. And somewhere deep inside the forest, as if he had been expecting her, Baba Kofi opened his eyes. What do you think Mama Titi will find in that forest? Will Baba Kofi offer help or something far darker? Watch out for the next episode to discover what happens. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because more chilling stories are on the way.